Do you want to hit forehands with massive racket head speed just like Andrey Rublev? Towards the end of this video, I'll show you simple drills that a lot of pro players use to develop massive racket head speed. But first, let's talk about Rublev's forehand. Rublev has one of the biggest forehands on tour. He hits with massive racket head speed, and that results from a combination of excellent technique and the willingness to constantly maximize his racket head speed, and he has been doing that for years. Now, what exactly do I mean? I heard him speak about his forehand a while ago on a video, and he didn't say that he hits forehands or that he likes to hit forehands. He said, in his words, I like to shoot forehands. When I shoot forehands, then I play well. And that is an incredible mentality that he has developed over years. You have to have that, and you have to develop that racket head speed over years to be that aggressive, and you have to be willing to swing all out when you have good technique. And I often see that with lower level pro players and players I worked with who have excellent technique, but they're just not willing to constantly maximize the racket head speed and take that much risk to get used to that high level of racket head speed. So first, you must have excellent fundamentals on your forehand to hit with such massive racket head speed. And Rublev here, as you can see, he turns the body as a unit. He's got a very good grip on the forehand. He loads up the legs here. If you look at this, nicely loaded lower body. He turns the shoulders more than the hips. All the elements we talk about, a short compact motion, drops the racket into the slot position, as we call it, where the hand is close to the body. The body is fully loaded now, the lower body and the upper body. And now he starts to uncoil from the ground up. He pushes into the ground. He then starts to swing inside out. So the body uncoils and the racket at the same time starts to swing inside out to contact. This is really, really important, from close to the body to away from the body. That is very important to hit with massive racket head speed. His contact point is in front of his front hip. His eyes are towards contact. Everything is the way you want it to be on the forehand. He also has a nice high finish here, as you can see. So step number one is developing such excellent fundamentals on your forehand if you want to hit with massive racket head speed. So once you have that good technique, you need to work on massive racket head speed. And you can see me do that here. A great way to do that is what we call dead ball drills. In fact, you see a lot of the Spanish players do this on tour. You drop the ball, it has no energy on it, and then you need to accelerate the racket maximally through the entire kinetic chain. You need to keep up your good technique. That is very important. Okay, so you need to keep the technique that you worked on while at the same time maximizing your racket head speed. And you do this over and over, and step by step, you will get used to higher and higher amounts of racket head speed. And so once you've done this from a stationary position, you can then toss the ball in a way that you have to move a little bit, and it gets a little more challenging. Of course, you can also have a coach or somebody else toss you these balls, but it is so important to develop this mindset for maximum racket head speed. In fact, I spoke with a young pro player a couple of weeks ago who has excellent forehand technique, but has nowhere near the racket head speed that, the top 100 players in the world have. And a lot of players struggle with this because they are just too afraid of missing. And you have to be willing to miss shots for a while you develop this incredible amount of racket head speed. Of course, the faster you swing, the more can go wrong. But you have to get used to that once you have solid technique, if you want to develop your forehand into a massive weapon, just like Andrey Rublev has done.